Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you, community, for supporting us. I am more than blessed to be a part of the New Naka Valley family, because that's what we are here. My son was diagnosed on the autism spectrum July 23rd, 2015. I had the choice to make between Wonder Park Elementary and New Naka Valley. And I am so blessed that I chose this school. I'm 43 years old. I've gone to school in Anchorage. I've lived here my entire life. I started at St. Elizabeth Van Seton School. I've been to Northwood Elementary School, Turnagain Elementary School, Romig Junior High. Well, now they're all going to be middle schools, I guess. West High School. And I can honestly say I have never been in a family, school community, in a public school setting like I have been here. My son has been going here for 8 years, and he knows no other school, which he will learn, and we will all get through that. But at the same time, families are buying homes to come to this school because it is such a community. And I know that there are multiple teachers that drive across town just to work at this school because it's such a family. I have never seen a principal out playing basketball, and this is such a special place. We've got to fight to keep this school. And I know everything's personal for everyone, but I have got to stand up. We all have to come together as a community. This is a very, very special place, and it cannot go anywhere. So let's fight together. Let's find a solution, and let's keep New Naka Valley growing, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, September. Nancy Patterson, followed by Martin Hanson.
Hi, good evening. My name is Nancy Patterson. I'm a community member here in Nanaca Valley, and I'm thrilled to be surrounded by my neighbors here in our neighborhood school. I really appreciate all the information that you've shared and the difficult decisions that you've been processing through. I want you to know how much I appreciate that information that you've presented to us throughout the evening today. I also really value all of the comments of my community here, the energy that has gone into getting information out, sharing the word, and making sure that we do stand up and help our community, our neighborhoods here. One of the reasons my husband and I decided to move to Nanaca Valley in 2019 was because of how walkable this neighborhood is. It has a real community feeling. It's easy for children to walk to school. We can walk to our local grocery store. We don't have to drive. It's easy to get on a trail system. And one thing I love envisioning as well is thinking about children who go to this school who can then bike safely or could walk safely to Begich Middle School and also to East. When I think about things like climate change and the impacts of living in an Arctic location like we have here in Anchorage, to me it is so important that we find ways to keep our communities together in our neighborhoods so that we can have a sustainable lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, one that does encourage our people to be together, to enjoy these spaces, and to find ways that where they don't have to rely necessarily on transportation to get around, where they can be located here in this space. One thing I found myself thinking about significantly over the course of the time that these decisions have been coming forward is the number of young families that I see moving in here, other people who are like me, who have children. We've seen so many of them here, and they're in that pre-elementary age and are going to be growing up here. So I feel heartened knowing, Mr. Anderson, that you shared that this is a potential pre-K place because that may serve a need and keep this school open for those 5 years. But mostly I hope that we keep that integrity of preschool that goes into kindergarten, that is all the way up through the 5th grade model, because there is so much value in our young children seeing and learning from their peers, their others, having people like Nanaca Valley Patrol that comes and helps take care of them, and having that multi-generational experience in our neighborhood. I love how diverse this neighborhood is, that it's a place where people can do that, where they can safely have their children walk, and where we see people from all over the place in this area. It truly is an anchor of this
30
community.
seconds.
One thing I would also encourage is looking at where do families potentially send their children? If they are going more and more into a homeschool model, if they're taking their kids into other schools or charter schools, what would it take to make this school the place that people come to, that is the brick and mortar school that they want to come to, that is that integrity and rock in its neighborhood? And what will it take in order to make this be that place where it's a neighborhood school, the school on trail system that we have in Nanaca, and that it's a close, walkable, and community-based feeling. Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy.